All right, welcome to our Wednesday sessions, the Movement. My name is Zoe Levine, and we're just talking about if you have not received your ball kit, hopefully you have an order placed and you're going to receive them soon. I wanted to just start off, we're going to continue the idea of August as taking what we know and trying to put it more into a flow of movement rather than a lot of ideas thrown at you. But in the meantime, if and when, I know some of you already have your ball kit, if and when you get it, I want you to, this is my little pro tip for as soon as you get it, you're going to take that soft, squishy ball. There's a really soft ball in there and just start playing with it under 1 foot. Like so. So all you're going to do with the softball, not everybody has this today. Don't worry about it. But when you get it, it's a soft, squishy ball. You're just going to put it under 1 foot and just start stepping around on it. Like just all the different places under your foot. You're going to step all over it around on the ball. You don't have to do it right now, but because not everybody has the balls yet. But just step everywhere. Before you switch to the other side, you're going to take a minute and you're just going to feel into the difference between your right side and your left side. They're going to feel different, not just your foot, your whole leg might feel different. I just want you to start getting that. Plus, it's such a great quick benefit without needing to know anything else. Just that pressure, that massage, that I'll call it a movement vitamin of moving 1/4 of your joints in your body or in your feet. Moving those around is very important and quite a big deal. So you don't have to know much. It doesn't matter where for now, just all over the place, step, feel a difference, do the other foot, the end. You could do this while you're on the phone with someone. It takes zero thought. Okay, so that's your little, as soon as you get this sort of fun thing to get to do. Good. Hi, Janine. Who did I miss? Hi, Courtney. Hi, Natalie. Welcome. In the meantime, what we're going to work on today is start to flow a lot of the things that we've been working on since March, February, whenever we started this. So I'm going to turn on some music and I'll still give cues. I'll come closer. We'll have the music low just as background for some movement, for a little bit more flow. If you have not been here consistently, totally fine. Just pick up where we are and just know that a lot of the things that we're doing now are covered deeper in kind of the why and what we're doing, what the purpose is, because it's a lot more than just, oh, that feels lovely, which it should also. Let's get some music. It's already shared. I'm just going to play right where we were. We'll try this new copyright-free playlist and see how it goes. All right. All right, so just a little music in the background. If at any time you feel like you cannot hear my voice at all, please feel free to let me know. So go ahead and start sitting as tall as you can on your feet. That means moving forward. It may also mean, I'm going to show down low, finding something to bolster your seat. Getting off my head for a reason. Right, getting your sits bones up higher so it's easier to sit high on them. We talked about that in one whole series, right? It's easier to sit behind them. And then practice your sit behind your sits bones. And then up and over and forward. And then practice perching on top to sit behind. So it's just your pelvis, tucking and tilting. Go too far. Whatever feels good on your body, just get it moving a little bit. And now involve your whole spine instead of just your pelvis. By head and tail curling forward as your body goes back. Head and tail can curve around and back to whatever extent feels good. But both go. Both head and tail curl forward, your belly goes back, your ribs and your spine push back. And you can open everything up. Just see how big of a circle you can make. It's like head and tail are both heading around a circle. And head and tail are both heading around a circle behind you. A couple more times. Going for length, so you're never squishing. We're not squishing, there's kind of a length around, if you can imagine. And we're not squishing the back, we're lengthening around with support. Good. And then take it from there, play with your twists. So you're sitting on your sits bones, not behind, not in front, really perched on. Just start with your eyes. So your eyes lead and get your head to move, which get your shoulders to move, which get your ribs to move. And see how far back you go. Take a breath there, widening the low ribs, and then your eyes lead going the other way. Eyes lead, which moves your head, which moves your shoulders, ribs, and see how far you can look behind you without popping your ribs out of the cylinder. Going down in the front. And then eyes lead to go back the other way. Twisting all the way this time, maybe using your hands against the back of your chair for a little extra lift, not popping the ribs. Wrap them in. Lift the back, if anything. Drop the chin. So your spine is long, your ribs aren't popped up, right? The back body is different. Same thing other side, maybe your eyes lead, real nice break for your eyeballs. You can hold on this time to give a little extra pull, but the ribs stay dropped. You stay in a place where you can breathe well. Widen your lowest ribs. Good, and then twisting once again. You won't stay as long, just tall in the spine, the back of your body tall. Your breath tall. Same thing, last time outside. Back of the body tall. Spine in the back. Getting to just your neck for a moment, letting ear follow the shoulder. Into chest. Ear to other shoulder. We're gonna just do this U for a moment. Chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Chin to chest, ear to shoulder. The next one, we're just gonna add an arm reach. It'll be the opposite arm. So we have chin to chest, ear to shoulder. That opposite arm, so you're gonna pull, ear pulling away from arm. That opposite arm has a chance to play down here. You can move around. You're gonna find a couple places where it feels like a huge pull. Feel free to just stay there. But let it have a little bit of play. Look around, it's your body, explore it, look around. And then chin to chest, ear to the other side. Here's that pull, but it's kind of like a bigger version of the snow globe. You've been around for that. You can move and turn your palm in different ways. It's probably the simplest way to think about this one. Start moving where your arm wants to be. There's going to be bigger pulls in different areas. One more time, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Reach and explore any way it likes. Your wrist will make a difference. If it's flexed or extended, they're making fist or open. Chest to get you on play. And then chin to chest, head floats up. I haven't really done anything with this, but it feels kind of nice. If you pin your skin down, depending on what kind of shirt you're wearing, it could be harder. If you pin your fascia and that tissue down right on your sternum, just start to pull your chin up to whatever extent feels good on your neck. You might feel it's like you're stretching your skin. And just play with that skin stretch if you're able to find it.
you pull down really hard, you don't have to lift up that high. Just for a moment, little skin stretch around your neck. If you pull down that skin on your stomach, again, you don't have to go very far. Good. Sits bones grounding down. We're just going to take a little flow side to side. Maybe bonus points if you want to take a wide stance for your legs so you have a little stretch into your hips. So you could be wide if that is accessible to you. What we're going to do is side bend and side bend. I'll take the wide stance, but I'll stay close. But take length without popping your ribs out. Drop them in, but pick up the whole slinky and give it some length to one side. Both sits bones stay heavy. And then lift up to go to the other side. Drop through your sits bones. Front ribs are part of the core cylinder. Just find a lift up and out of the pelvis with your ribs. See how far you go. Find your breath in the side ribs. And up and over. You can find a little snow globe action in the center and then the other side. I feel like maybe that's too much for you. Noticing as you play with this, maybe you're invited to go a little bit further every time with those ribs. Play with whether you're a little forward or open. And then up and over to the other side. Maybe that's a game you play while you're there anyway. You could face more toward the leg. You could face more toward the sky. Go slow so you know what feels okay. Finding room for your breath every time. So you're side bending, maybe your legs are wide, maybe you can forearm on your thigh, or a hand on your chair if you need, and play with the sky a little bit, closing toward your leg or the side of your chair a little. Play there. Take a breath, space. Good, one more. Having time to stay and open and close. Good, and while we're in the chair, I'll scoot back. Hopefully you can still hear me. Let me know if you can't. So this one, if you start with a wide stance anyway, switch to the front of your chair. Get rid of my bolster, although I can see there, you can see better. At the front of the chair with half of your leg. If you can drop your other leg back behind you, ideally straightening it out all the way. Find that. Straight leg in the back, if it has to be bent, that's fine. But try to work towards straight. You'll get a big stretch in the front. You can be pushing on your thigh and on your chair. Lift the belly in the front. So we've been playing with making this more of a flow as well, where you could reach forward. There might be some work in that same leg a little bit. Front leg. And then reaching up high, almost into a knee back bend. And then lengthening, supportively. Use your hand for support on the thigh if it's too much strength in the leg. And then find a little reach up. Maybe you can use both arms if you don't need the support of one hand. One hand up. Both arms release. And a little lift for a big one. And start to reach forward. And then find. Same thing can go to the other side. Other hip, if you're on a safe enough chair, one leg gets to be on, the other leg is off behind you. Ideally, heading toward straight. Lift in that core space, so I'm not just crunching into your back. There's support for your back body. You can play with heading forward, reaching long, heel to fingertips. And then play with coming to a vertical, as vertical as you can get, feeling the pull. Try to tuck into that, tuck the tail under to come. Even as you try to straighten. And maybe you have a lot of support of that front arm, an arm on the thigh or the chair. We'll define this for now. Other lift, maybe there's a slight hint of a back bend if that feels good on your spine. Maybe 2 arms feels okay. A lot more work for everything. We have a little reach. Extra top. One more time. And reach extra. All the way up to standing. And I encourage you, even from the start, go ahead and take your hands to your chair. Open, just like we do that hamstring stretch that we always work with. And from here, you can try a little, it's like cat cow, like you would do in yoga. Next time, the whole thing, head and tail. See if you can find your breath all along your spine. And if whatever clothing you chose for today gets in your way, just take a look around it. Do your best with whatever you have to work with at all times. You just say, oh, I just can't do anything because of X, Y, or Z. And then from here, get your hands to something higher. Maybe it's up on a desk, maybe it's back in a chair if it's a little bit more stable. And think of this more as a reach of your sits bones far away from your fingertips. So as you pull. Just play with a little rocking side to side. One knee bends and then the other. You can keep it small if it bothers your knees. Back off, open your tail more, and bend less. Letting your breath fill the back and side ribs. And then if you can, find a different hand position, maybe forearms are on your chest. See if with straight legs, you can do just walking side to side into your legs. Your legs might have to be a little bit wide in order to look at. Just a relaxed side to side here. If it is part of your practice to get all the way down into a deep squat, you can hold on to something, a desk, a railing, and just get all the way down. If that is not part of your practice, go back to the chair anyway. Let yourself back up slowly if you're in your squat. And that's one of the movement vitamins that we are working toward. Sit up tall in your seat. Close your eyes. You're up tall in those sit bones. Close your eyes and just take a little check-in with where you are compared to where you started. Whatever you brought to the table today, notice if you feel like you have a little bit more space, if there's something that's kind of a little more settled, or sometimes something will be more clear, more open, brain or body. And when you're ready, that's it. So you can come over and say hi or bye before you run. I'm available for questions. If you have not already made sure to order your kit, we'll start doing more with these balls moving forward. So please do order them or however you need to get them from Laura. Do that. There's so many amazing things we can do with these balls to continue our process together and our learning together. So come on over, hi or bye before you have to run, and then bye, Shinar. And then if you have any questions, please stick around.
Thank you, Zoe.
Thank you so much.
It was
Thanks,
awesome.
Emily. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your week.
You too, Janet. Thank you. Bye,
Thank you.
Natalie. Bye,
Bye.
Nicole.
Thank you. It was my first time. It was great. Thank you so much.
Hey, well, welcome. Hopefully you'll be back and definitely get your kit. Oh, I'm throwing the ball
I did.
literally everywhere.
I did.
Okay.
I got it in the mail there the other day.
Perfect. All right, so
Yep.
you can practice stepping on that softball then.
Oh, I have a roller underneath my desk.
Good, perfect, perfect.
I
So
love
many
that.
ideas for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Have a good one.
Of course. Thanks,
Okay.
Nicole. Bye.